Northern Static Series.
Northern Static Series
On CFUR 88.7 FM. Hello, my name is Genevieve. Thank you for tuning in to the Northern Static Series on CFUR 88.7 FM. You can find us online at cfur.ca. We are broadcasting from the traditional unceded territory of the Tla'amin First Nation, and this initiative is made possible by the Community Radio Fund of Canada. Today, we have Oscar Carlick with us, hailing originally from the Kitsillas First Nation. Oscar is most recently making himself known as Puddy Waters for his solo project. And we're so excited to have Oscar here today for this interview and very special acoustic performance. Oscar Carlick, welcome to the Northern Static Series.
Hey there. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Of course.
And making the trip in this snowy weather.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
It's a good drive, thankfully. A little wet, but
yeah,
made it.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Born and raised in Terrace, from the Kitsillas community, as you said. Gitaz is the village name. And just a Indigenous boy that loved music and started out with Coastal Drifters. We started playing in my grandma's garage when I was 18.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I remember from there just kind of became more myself, I think.
Yeah. So you're currently based in Quesnel?
Right now, yes. I'm staying in Quesnel doing, working as a forest tech there. And
okay.
Enjoying that.
Nice. Right on. How long have you been there for?
I think about 4 or 5 months now.
Okay, so fairly new.
Yeah.
And have you been doing anything musical there while you've, any public, I guess, musical things, meeting folks in the area or?
No, I've just been in the shadows.
Yeah.
just enjoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much for me there, I think, with the music scene. There's just, I think there's one bar. And I feel like I need a band for that bar.
Fair enough. Well, I guess it's kind of brought you closer to Prince George, though. It seems like I've seen you more frequently in these parts. But yeah, how's that been? I feel like you've been kind of connected to more of the Prince George musicians in the last little while.
Yeah, I've been here quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think it's the place where I get my musical fix.
Yeah.
And I get to see all the bands play, and I got to enjoy the Sabathon, which was really cool.
Yeah.
That was a really fun night.
It was so great.
And then got to see Jeremy Dutcher when he was here too.
Oh,
that was a great show.
I was there. I loved it. It's so good.
Brilliant. My heart.
Yeah, I know. It was I was crying the whole time.
Me too. I was up in the nosebleeds. Just tears.
Special. Well, let's go back in time a bit. What first got you into music?
My grandpa.
Your grandpa,
yeah,
okay.
My grandpa was a big influence. It was almost like he didn't pressure me in any way to do it. He just kind of wanted to introduce music to me. Yeah. Make me feel like it's a part of my life. And then I feel like he had that big piece of him that no one knew. And then I think he finally felt seen once music was more introduced, and it just felt very connecting to him.
Cool.
And he was also the reason why Drifters got together too.
Really?
He kind of went around everyone, kind of was Nick Fury from the Avengers, and just kind of pieced us all together. Once he started seeing that one person was starting their instrument, kind of take a mental note and then start. It's build a band. Yeah, he was a building band.
That's so cool.
And I was related to everyone in the band.
Oh, no way.
Well, I am related to everyone in the band.
You still are, yeah.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed.
And with that, it just kind of, we had that seated connection. And I think that's what created the great chemistry that we had on stage. And it was just very easy to jump into it, but he was always there, and he just made it so much part of my life that I'm very thankful that it was, because it saved my life in so many ways.
Wow. Did your grandpa, like, did he play an instrument?
Yeah, he played bass with a, so fun fact about Drifters is we were a second generation band. So our grandpas or uncles and dads were all part of a band together called Grey Wolf. Okay. And Drifters were like the second gen of that. So my grandpa was the bassist in that band. And then our uncle Eddie was the lead singer. And then our uncle Ray was the lead guitarist. And then our bassist's dad was the drummer. So everyone's kind of like connected in that way.
That is so cool.
It felt like it was just the writing in the stars. You know, we were very stoked on that.
Yeah. Oh, and I bet they were all like so proud of you.
Yeah, they were, and they were like a cover band, but they were like very popular cover band where they were like travel. People paid them to go places, and they were well known in a lot of areas.
That's so cool.
And creating that kind of opened up the doors for us, and knowing that that's what they did. Now we can take the next step and go farther and just kind of see where we can go. And that's where we ended up around these parts a lot, is because we just love traveling and loved kind of like having that on our shoulders, is that we had our family with us in some sort of way. Well, we were all family. Totally.
I love that. That's so awesome. Did you ever play show together at the same time?
We kind of had one show that there was 2 members or 3 members from Grey Wolf.
Yeah.
It was just like a New Year's kind of gig, and it was very low key, but it felt very nice and connecting. And my grandpa played bass, and we kind of all got onto the stage and did it together, and it just I don't know, felt right.
Yeah. That's so cool. Did you start off playing guitar? Was that your first instrument? Yeah.
Yeah. My grandpa got me a very cheap, like, Walmart guitar.
Yeah.
And then he showed me 3 chords, and he just kind of left me on my own.
Yeah.
He's like, if you like it enough, you'll learn.
Totally.
So I'm thankfully that I was obsessed with it the moment that I got that thing.
What were your first, like, influences? Like, what were you first starting to learn to play back then?
Ooh, I was really big in the emo music.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was a lot of Mayday Parade, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus.
Yeah. Sign of the times. Probably.
Yeah. Obviously, My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
Very. I was an emo kid, so I was in there. My emotions were out.
Where does your musical taste lie now?
It's all over the place.
Yeah.
I think.
Or I guess, like, what are you currently listening to? If someone were to grab your phone, what would they find?
The Mariahs.
Okay.
Duran Jones, and more in like that soulful era.
Yeah.
Arctic Monkeys, a lot of the newer stuff.
Yeah.
Tempest. There you go.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tempest is big on my radar.
Yeah. And so you started with guitar. Do you play any other instruments?
Yeah, I played drums. I played drums with Highbush Caribou.
Oh, cool.
And then I played drums for Sim Wilson. And then just for like small stints, I enjoyed drums, but I don't think I'm a drummer.
Yeah.
And I played bass a little bit. I kind of played everything.
Yeah.
On my album or EP, whatever it's going to be, I play pretty much everything except for a couple songs, like 2 or 3 songs, where I have my friends come over and played their parts on that.
Cool. Right on. When Coastal Drifters was kind of forming, did you naturally kind of move into the role of being the singer, or is that something that you wanted to do?
I didn't want to, but it was kind of just put on because they're like, oh yeah, you can keep a tune.
Yeah.
Because me and Alvin, we started playing together when we were learning our instruments, and we just kind of started singing. I just started singing songs, and he got better at the guitar parts and, the leads. And then, I think it just kind of jumped into me being the singer because no one else wanted to do it at the time.
Yeah. Do you love it?
Yeah.
You feel like comfortable there?
Yeah. I mean, at first I did not know how to sing. I was wrecking my voice. I was kind of just screaming into a mic and hoping for the best. Now I'm learning, and that's a trip. It's actually breath work.
Good for you for actually like taking the steps to learn how to do it, though, because there's a lot to it.
There's way too much to it.
Are you taking lessons?
No. Well, kind of like I'm doing like online stuff. I've took lessons from some friends back in the day. And just kind of, I have done everything on my own. Like I don't have like a regime that I'm trying to learn. It's just easier for me to not push too hard into making some sort of
doing it on your own accord.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, there's so many resources out there as well to help, and asking friends and people around you for help too.
I've like going back to the Arctic Monkeys, like the Alex Turner vocals have been a very much a way of learning to do that breath work a lot more.
Right. Yeah.
And seeing from where he went from is kind of like, just kind of like throwing everything as he can, and then switching over to actually like learning how to sing was like, it's kind of reminded me of my journey with my voice.
Cool. It's cool to hear that you'd started, you're all related, and you started like quite a while ago when you were pretty young. But from an outsider, I feel like all of a sudden in my spectrum, all of a sudden you were just there and you were like everywhere. It was like Coastal Drifters just like blew up. It seemed like in my mind, like overnight, it was like a year of like, holy smokes, there's so much going on with your band. You're doing so much, you're performing so much, so many different festivals.
Yeah.
And it was really great to see. Like how was that for you? Like the last couple of years, like playing all those different festivals, do you have like some highlights?
Yeah, there was, like, it didn't feel like a lot.
It didn't feel like a lot?
Like, for me, I think it might have for the other guys.
Yeah.
And I just kept, like, once festival season hit, I was like, oh, man, stoked, because I think that filled my cup a lot. So having that, filling that piece of me, I was very, it just felt easy.
Yeah.
But there was also a lot of, I didn't realize how tired I was getting throughout it.
Yeah.
So, you tend to just get very, you don't realize you're tired until you are. And then, but I think the highlights were like Edge of the World Festival.
Cool.
Like, I think that's my favorite festival ever. It just has the overall vibe, like the people are so welcoming there, and the food, unreal, like the best in all the festivals. Like it just they care.
Yeah,
you're not
the hospitality is good.
You're not just giving granola or like little small things where it's like I understand what it takes for a festival, and I freaking commend every festival for trying.
Totally.
But I don't know, like take a sheet out of.
They're doing something right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, really good food, and just got to share stages with like cool artists, Zola's, Outcast. Got to Dead Sexy.
Yeah.
Obviously, shout out Dead Sexy. Just getting to enjoy that festival with them is kind of like what makes it. It's who you surround yourself with.
Cool. That's awesome. I've never been there, and I would love to go one day for sure. Was that your only time being there? Have you played there?
We've played there like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, okay.
We're kind of a reoccurring band.
Yeah, the house band.
Yeah, like the house off island band.
Yeah,
because I think we played 2 or 3 years in a row.
Okay, cool.
And they don't usually do that, I think.
Yeah,
but we're basically just really connected with the community there.
Yeah.
Our very first time traveling was actually to Haida Gwaii.
Okay.
And that was for the Skidegate Saints. They had like this party because they won that year. And that year we also played with Sonio's Res Kids.
Oh, wow.
And like when they were first starting out too.
Yeah.
And so we shared the stage with them at the center there in Prince Rupert. And then the week after, I think we were going to Haida Gwaii.
Cool.
And playing for the Skidegate Saints thing, and that was a fun time.
That's awesome. Do you have any highlights from tour or like tales from tour that you want to share? Funny things, or things that stand out?
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of like things that do stand out, but I don't know if it's like there's just moments that I probably shouldn't talk about.
Fair enough.
It's just like
whatever you're comfy with.
We were drunk teens or young adults.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moments like that were I probably shouldn't talk about.
Okay. I won't pry. Okay, so I guess shifting to your solo project that you're currently working on. Let's talk about the name. Where does Puddy Waters come from?
As a kid, my family used to call me Puddy all the time. I think it was like I was just a chunky little guy.
Yeah.
So they were just like, oh, Puddy. And I had to, I don't know. I don't know exactly where it came from, but just my family all called me that. I think it was my grandpa.
It's a great name.
Made it. And then, it's just kind of a play on of Muddy Waters as well. So I just wanted to kind of use that, kind of immortalize it for me, I think.
How did this project start?
I think we just kind of started taking a step back as drifters, and there's just a lot of music that I have written that haven't made it to the drifters because it's just a lot more emotional, while drifters is more in your face type music that dabbles in the emotional part. But
how would you describe the genre of your new project?
In some sort of indie aspect.
Yeah. So you've recently just left the studio. Recording. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay, Holy Cow Studios. Holy cow.
Holy cow.
It's a great place. Emilio, shout out Emilio. He's like one of the nicest people I've ever met.
So recording engineer and producer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and writer on some, performed on one of the songs.
Yeah.
And we met in Kamloops. I went to go to a Prada show. It was just this small venue. Also Prada, my friend Jesse Morrison, he has a band there. But went to that show, and it was just a small, I think it was like a record store. I don't know, some sort of store there. Jesse introduced me to Emilio, and Emilio, I had no idea that how friggin' cool the guy was going to be. Yeah. He just kind of, you come check out the studio, because Jesse was going to go record there that weekend. And it was just all kind of worked out in that way. Mm-hmm. So now, the day after, go to the studio, check it out, and we just had this sit down, chill time, talk, and kind of started showing him recordings of drifters, and kind of getting to know each other, learn about each other, and it just, the guy's a hoot. Yeah. And I've never felt so seen by somebody. I think he just genuinely cared about what was happening and who I was.
That's so important. You need to have people around you for your music that are tapping into that and care. Hopefully, I don't think anyone can ever care as much as you care, but having someone that is pretty damn close is so special and so important for, just to be able to see that project through the way that you want it to be seen. Yeah,
well, I think that's the underlying layer of being human is wanting to be seen. It's why we have our partners, why we want a partner is because we just kind of want to know that we existed. And I think to have somebody that's so just there is so important. And
yeah.
And he's my guy now. He's a person I'm going to continue working with, because I think like throughout the times that we were recording, just how excited he was to show his partner and his friend, like roommate, and like just how excited it was. Like I was not able to hype myself up that way.
Yeah.
I think I just feel like, I'm conceited or something, and just that voice in my head. But he was just like, oh my God, it just it was so sweet. And
that's so cool.
It's the first time I ever seen like somebody cry from lyrics and music.
Oh, really?
And it felt very wholesome. It was a very wholesome experience.
Oh, that's so cool.
So
how long were you in the studio for?
2 weekends. So I think we had 5 days altogether.
Yeah.
And
how many songs did you?
7. We had 7 songs, and we were very surprised by how quickly it all kind of got together.
Yeah.
From experience in the past, like it took 2 weeks to record 10 songs, and like and that's like continuously, and it's not it can be grueling that way, but this just felt like it effortlessly. We just kept writing, and it kind of I fell in love with music again in a different way.
The songs on the album, do you have like a general theme? Or, can you tell us a bit about what you think the album will be seen as a whole?
I think it's heartbreak.
Yeah.
It's heartbreak in many different ways. And then, but it's like hopeful within it. I think what I wrote about, I went through a relationship ending, and then I went through the loss of my brother, and like in the same kind of time, and then kind of learning how to this is my escape, this was my way of building myself back up from it, was through music. And it just like I said, it saved my life, and without it I don't think I would have been able to kind of process it all of it in the same way. And all these songs kind of are within that journey of overcoming and just kind of being me throughout it. Yeah. Because sometimes I feel like Oscar is more of the mask. And I think that Puddy Waters is kind of like allowing that to be like authentic. And I'm really happy that I have that.
Yeah. Wow. I think that's really interesting to hear. It's usually quite the opposite of ways to describe that, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's really interesting. Let's talk about songwriting in this realm. When did you start songwriting?
Right away.
As
soon as I started learning guitar, like 13. So I've been writing since I was 13.
Do you remember like your first song that you wrote?
I don't want to talk about it. Oh God.
Come on, give us a little something.
It's, what I thought love was.
Yeah.
And like very much based on 2010s rom-coms, and, just trying to be cheeky in some sort of way. And I don't think it was, I love that I did it young. And got a lot of it out of the way. And it was perfect that I did that way, because now I kind of got that, cringe factor out of it. Now I'm at a place where I can be more honest, I think, because at that time I didn't even know myself.
Yeah. Well, you have to have some experiences to write about as well, which kids have experiences, definitely, but it's different, the way you approach it, and like the lens that you're seeing it through. And
it was just a life of yearning for that sort of like love or connection. Yeah. And I think that kind of like where the emo music came into, I just wanted that love and connection in that way.
Putting it down on paper and singing about it too. And you know what? Sometimes like when you hear those first songs from songwriters, Yeah, they can be very like on the nose, like you know exactly what they're talking about. But sometimes those are the most like enduring, honest songs because like there is no hiding. There's no like, it's, I find like kids are, they're born confident and then they like tend to like lose that as they get into their teenage years. And then we have to like learn how to get that back again to like be honest and strip away all of those other things. So it is like, it's special and it's nice if you do have those like early songs just to like reflect on and you know.
And my
hold that younger self.
My grandpa still has videos of them, and so
really?
And my mom, I think there's even one on YouTube or whatever of one of my songs and that was my first open mic ever too, like first time performing and all that. So my mom got that. Funny like story with another thing with music is I had this one guy, Chad Kwok. He passed away, rest in peace. But he was like one of the people that started my vocal journey, my singing. He was walking around the reserve, like I don't know, like he just heard me playing, and mind you, like I don't know this guy, and my family, like my stepdad at the time was related to him, so like he just knocked on the door. He's like, "Can I come in?" And kind of my stepdad was like, "Yeah, okay," and walks in, and he like goes to my room and just like knocks. Opens the door and he's like, you need to put more oomph into it, kind of like it's just like you got to sing with your chest, your belly. And I'm like, who are you? And but he just sat down and had me really project my voice, and it was a big influence, which I kind of almost forgot until this moment.
Yeah. That's really special. And it's about like finding that having someone tell you that too is pretty huge, because that you might not really realize that you're not actually putting yourself into it, right?
Well, your like mental barrier, and like that's kind of the issue. Like that's what majority of learning how to sing is getting over
that confidence, like finding that confidence to just like send it.
Yeah, because like when you're driving in your car, you can hit notes that you didn't think you could hit. Like you're just kind of just doing it.
Totally. How do you find yourself approaching songwriting?
It's kind of like creating a space of I want to write in a way that brings you to where I was at that time mentally, or like what I was feeling in my heart. There's songs like Grilled Cheese, like it was just kind of like it brought me to where I was at that time, that safety, that comfort of a home, of being in a relationship with someone. And then you have another one of that's just kind of I want to set the setting with these songs, and that's my goal. I kind of put I mark a song based off of like how much it could be in a movie or something, and like I want to write songs that can sort of you can find at like the end credits or at a pivotal scene or something, and like I think that's kind of where I just think cinema in a way.
Yeah. So you're like kind of painting a picture as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Setting the scene. I like that. Yeah. Do you find most of your music is quite personal, even if you don't intend it to be? Or do you ever try to like remove yourself from it?
Yeah. I can't remove myself from it. Like it's, I am very personal with my writing. I feel like I've spent too much time kind of burying my thoughts, feelings, everything, just based off of being a teenager, growing up in times where it was just kind of putting you get put down for having emotions, especially as a male. Mm-hmm. Like you're kind of put in such a area of like, oh, it's emasculine or something. And so kind of wanting to just show that it's okay. Yeah. being a man in today's world and having emotions and throwing it out there is kind of important to hear.
Totally.
But for a kid to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. It's so important. And it's like, dare I say, brave, and it shouldn't be brave, you know? I hope we get to a point where it's like, it's totally the norm. Mm-hmm. And it shouldn't even be like something that we have to think about, but we're still figuring it out as a society.
Yeah. And, you know, it doesn't help with the way that, I don't know, there's like a lot of, it's a big pendulum swing, I think, with over masculine, under masculine, and it's kind of like we're kind of go back and forth, and there's like so many different leaning sides of it that, you know, it's kind of, it's so confusing to be a kid in today's world. It's very confusing, and it's unfortunate that it is. Mm-hmm. But, you know, just continue being yourself is what I want to do. Myself is what I want to do.
Yeah. What's something non-musical that fuels your creativity?
Movies,
Video
games actually too. Mm-hmm. Like I play video games. I do enjoy just traveling. Like I think that's where I get most of my inspiration is through just driving, getting into the vehicle, and throwing on a podcast or some sort of like audiobook, and allowing myself to be immersed in that way. Yeah. And seeing places. Think on my drive to Holy Cow, I'm referring to the song Grilled Cheese again, but like I was driving near Savona. Yeah. And I woke up early in the morning to get there, and the sun was just rising, and just seeing like the blue light and everything I just thought of like the piano part for the song Grilled Cheese because it just something felt right, and then and that's kind of where a lot of inspiration comes from.
Cool. That's such a picturesque place. Hey, when you start to drive in, it feels like you're driving through like a postcard. Yeah. It doesn't feel real. Yeah. And no one uses that lake because of, I think they say it's safe now, but I'm not sure really what the environmental impacts on it were, but it seems like it's always empty and pristine, and it's just there.
Good place for photos.
Totally, yeah. If you had some advice to lend to newer artists that are trying to start doing what you're doing, what would it be?
Talk to people after shows. Because the more that you start talking, and the more that you network with people, or just show up authentic with it too. Mm-hmm. Like this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. Just allow yourself to not think of it. Don't try to be nonchalant with it. Like just try to be very advocating for yourself. Yeah. Because you need to take up space. Like you're worthy of space. So take it up.
This is a big question, but try not to think about it too hard. If you could change one thing about the music industry, what would it be?
How exclusive it is. Like how you have to know the right people kind of thing. Like why can't it just let it be? Yeah. And if it lands, it lands, and have somebody because I just feel like I don't like that. Like going back on the networking part, it's like I don't like that. That's how it is. I think it should just be somebody likes a song and really believes in it. Don't think too much on like if that person is advocating for themselves that much. Yeah. Because it doesn't matter how many followers you have. Like I think it should just be the music itself. Yeah, it's like a grant application. And they're like, how many Spotify followers do you have? And it's like such a gross question. I know. It's like, can we not? How many Instagram followers do you have? It's like, what a yucky way of measuring your art. Do you have any like personal goals for the next couple of years? Like where do you see yourself in your music?
Or where do you hope to see yourself?
I'd like to travel with it. Like I'd like as myself with Puddy Waters.
Mm-hmm. Do some touring and
maybe a song on like Indigiverse or something like something on the radio.
Well, we'll play your music here, so you've got that.
Heck yeah,
for sure.
Stoked.
Speaking of songs, let's move into our song exploration portion of the hour, where we're going to listen to a couple tunes from Puddy Waters. We're going to listen to the first song that you've released called Growing Pains.
It's good.
Time. Thank you for your love. All these aches and pains, I couldn't get enough of all of the good times and bad times and struggles. Oh, we were falling in love, falling in love. It's just growing pains. Everything that I've been put through, go on and change those locks anytime you need. You know in the end it was going to be your time. Thank you for your love. All these aches and pains, I couldn't get enough of all of the good times and bad times and struggles. Oh, we were falling in love, falling in love. Thank you for the pains. Without it, would it be the same? You know, in the end, there's both of us to blame for all of the good times and bad times and struggles. Oh, we were falling in love, falling in love. It's just growing pains.
Okay, we just heard the song Growing Pains by Puddy Waters. Let's talk about it. Yeah, give us the tea. Give us the deets.
Growing Pains was like my first song to like outside of Drifters that I have had since I think 2018, 2019, just kind of sat on it. Mm-hmm. I loved it, and it was very inspired by a Shouting Matches song, and it has this like insane solo that's like super intense, and it's like for me it just changed my perspective of what I can write and what I'm capable of. Mm-hmm. And you know, Shouting Matches was like Bon Iver before Bon Iver existed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had like this blues band, and it was.
There's so many projects that he has.
I know. When writing Growing Pains, I showed it to the guys, and they like, oh, it sounds too much like that song. I'm like, at the time, I think it did.
Yeah.
And so the influence was like, oh, and now it's the song kind of I worked with Brennan McKinnon from the Infirmary, and he just changed it into like helped me change it into some sort of soulful kind of vibe to it. And, which I think the next song to Stay is also recorded with Brennan.
Yeah.
And he's a great artist.
Yeah, the vulnerability like really shines through in this song, and I feel like the dynamics are really great. I love that when it's starting off like a little bit softer, honed in, and then you're exploding and like really letting it rip at the end, and I think that's awesome.
Lyrics fall into just like a end of a relationship. You know, there's going to be a lot of songs with end of relationships. Yeah. And that one, it was also just respecting what the relationship was. Yeah. And like, you know, thank you for it, you know, because I'm a better person because of it. Mm-hmm. And hopefully she was a better person after it too. Yeah. Doesn't make it hurt any less, but it's... Yeah. It's growing pains. Totally, yeah. Saw a video of you playing it on CICK in 2020. Yeah. So when you play it now, like, do you find you're looking at it through a different lens because it's been like some time since it was originally written? Is it healing to like revisit it? Yeah, it's... Or is it painful? A little bit of both, you know? Yeah. It's beautifully painful to play it because, you know, like talking about like the loss of my like brother, and I lost my sister a year before him. Oh, wow. Like they were like best friends to me, and like they were very close together. Like they loved each other. My sister's basically my brother's older, like brother's mom too. Yeah. And like there's something about that part of me where like the growing pains are real in this, you know, they're like losing somebody, but like just being so thankful of the time that you got. Mm-hmm. And just knowing that the pain is just how much you love them. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really sorry for your loss. Thank you. Yeah. So you recorded with Brennan. How did the process go? Like, I played the guitar and then Brennan kind of just took over on that. Okay, like, it was very, like, he's kind of created the trajectory that Puddy Waters is going to end up being. Like, it was kind of like Puddy Waters just kind of became like a concept in some sort of way where we're now adventuring into uncharted territory for me. And I love it. Cool. And yeah, he just like helped me create a different version of what I thought I was with music. Yeah. That's awesome. It's exciting. Well, let's check out the next song, Stay.
Shadows of morning high, the thrill, the feel, the rolling of the dice. This dance in chance, can't leave this up to chance. The thrill, the feel, wishing this was real.
We just heard the song Stay by Puddy Waters. How did this recording process differ from the last one, or was it more or less the same because it was also recorded by Brennan?
Yeah, this was a lot different. This one was like, I wrote a song and I'm like, have fun with it.
Yeah.
And just let him go. And he was like, anxious. He was happy. He was just like, okay, I'm going to do this. And I just kind of let him. I wanted to see where, like, what it could be like too, because the song had its melody and the parts, and then he works in such a different way from I do, and it just felt really good.
I mean, it's different. Like, it feels like a little bit of a departure from the last song, just in the sense of like having those like synthy kind of pads, and it's very like groovy, has like a poppy but not. It's just a really like cool feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. It's a lot of fun. What did you think when you heard it after he was finished?
I was there for like all the process, so like I'm very happy that because the whole time it was just having fun with it. Yeah, or joking. Like, I think there's a lot of different versions of the songs that. There's I don't know how to explain other than just weird additions that we just had fun with it. Yeah, it feels very different than the last song, so it's really cool, but still staying true to like your vulnerability. I feel like that's like the common thread between the two. Can you tell us a little bit about the song? You meet somebody and it just kind of like it flows nicely, and then but then it's just like just a match. Yeah, and that's it. And then sparks up, and then it's gone. Yeah, and you're like, wait, no, please stay. Like, and that's kind of like what it ended up being, was like that feeling after it died out. Yeah, your new album that you're working on with Holy Cow Studios. How would you feel it falls into your current sound right now that we've just heard? Can you tell us a bit about what we can expect? A lot of emotion. Yeah. There's a lot of emotions in there. It starts out with a song called Liar's Sunrise, and then like still figuring out how it's going to flow, but then, you talk about grilled cheese quite a bit. Yeah. And then there's Empyrean, which is a song about my late brother. And then like that process of feeling that. And then Delirium, which is like a relationship start thing that was, it's probably one of my favorite lyrical songs. Then there's a song called Fading You, which is super groovy. It's a lot more out there than all the other songs on there. Cool. And then you heard Evening Star, and then you also heard Better Days. There you go. Okay. Yeah, so those are the 7 songs that are on there. Awesome. So today we're going to hear a very special acoustic performance, a sneak preview of the EP album that is to come. Well, I want to thank you so much for being here in studio with us for the Northern Static series on CFUR. Remember to tune in on your dial anytime at 88.7 FM, or you can find us online at cfur.ca, and stay tuned for a very special acoustic performance by Puddy Waters. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. With the loss of my brother, there's a little small movement with that, Justice for Seb. He was a murdered individual, and we don't have justice for that. We kind of were pushed away. The case was kind of just like pushed aside by Crown Counsel, and kind of saying that it was a self-defense case when it clearly wasn't. And we just want to make sure that we get that. We have that heard, that we, because we just want justice with that.
Yeah. How can listeners learn more about this? Is there a place that
we have a page on Facebook under the Justice for Seb, and we have to support. You can support us through there's change.org. There's a petition, Justice for Seb, and then there's the GoFundMe for Justice for Seb that will go towards helping us fight this case. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
Take me back to the old place, sitting there watching our movie. A lamplight glow, a blanket on our laps. Oh, bring me home, bring me home. We're still cold from being on the outside. You put your toes to my bare thighs. You bathe in spaces to make more like a home. But my love, you always were. Stay up late, you're making a grilled cheese because you heard my stomach's growl. Alex is still on the old TV, or how we named him to my chest. My brother left and you stayed near, filling in with all that you knew, all that you knew. Every silence you made clear, empty spaces are filled with you, they're still filled with you. I'm holding it in space, your love is not replaced. I'm still thinking of those days back at the old place, sitting there watching a movie, eating our grilled cheese. Those who were always close, afraid to share that I'm just a ghost of myself. My life is a lie, parting ways with my aspirations. Others seem to think I can't make it out there. They try to say they care, yet they fill my mind with all of their mistakes, and it won't allow me to dive into my fate. I roll around here, enticed into heartbreak, and I've known my worth, but others had a say. But I'm here to take my life to better days. stacking bills and trying to kill this mountain of debt too filled with guilt to ask for a helping hand. At a young age I was forced to grow up. This pressure was great, but me not so much. I'm trying to fill shoes not size for me. Oh, they fill my mind with all of their mistakes, and they won't allow me to dive into my fate. I roll around here, enticed into heartbreak, and I've known my worth, but others had a say. But I'm here to take my life to better days. Take my life. Oh, I'm here to take my life to better days. Smoking a cigarette, keep going till there's nothing left. Too scared to look in my head, too scared to understand why. Reread your open heart, in between the lines, looking for a perfect start. Well, I can't live without you, I can't stand to doubt you. My evening star. Well, I can't live without you, I can't stand to doubt you. My evening star. Well, now it's sink or swim, head first we'll be diving in. You know, I was so afraid to give my heart away. So much had happened to you, and these complicated issues causing teardrops, tissues, while holding me responsible for all of your pain. Well, I need reassurance almost every day. You're holding me together, it's needless to say that I don't need nobody, no, nobody but you, babe. I can't live without you, I can't stand to doubt you. My evening star. Well, I can't live without you, I can't stand to doubt you. My evening star.